This endless elegy, folks. The carpet, it will burn you when you scrape against it. So will fire when you put your hands to it. That is life. Life is about burning every time you touch something that is hot, but continuing on in spite of your burn. When the water rains down, the world and the fire and the burn is extinguished. But that doesn't mean that everything is suddenly gone. When the butterflies emerge from cocoons, does that mean that caterpillars no longer exist? No, it means what was once a caterpillar has now become a butterfly. When a piece of sand, God forbid sand, is turned into glass, does that mean that sand is no longer a real thing? Of course not. Sand is still very real, it's very tangible, unfortunately. When things turn into something else, when things happen, that does not negate all the other essence of life. It does not negate other objects, other existences. I may have a voice, folks, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm human. I may have hands. Does that mean I'm a man? I have eyes. So do dogs. Does that mean I'm a dog? If all X's are Y, does that mean that all Y's are X's? Of course not. They're two separate letters. Completely different letters of the alphabet. When you do algebra or trigonometry, what do you think about? Do you think about the process? Do you think about the mathematical process in front of you? Do you think about, oh my god, this is hard. Oh my god, I don't like this. This is boring. Or do you think, this is really interesting. I enjoy this. Because that's life, folks. That is life. Life is waking up in the morning and knowing for a fact that one day you will die. That everything is pointless, yet you will continue on with your miserable life anyway. Why? Perhaps we're in a simulation. Perhaps none of this is anything. The truth is, the only meaning you have is the meaning you give. And so when I take this pocket square and I go, oh, goodbye, does that mean anything? Why did it fall? Oh, gravity. But what does gravity even mean? When I sit with this glass of water, what does that mean? My Jordan's Frizzly bar. What does that mean? Life eats life. Life burns resources to sustain itself. I sustain my own being, you sustain your own being. The universe continues onwards, regardless of what happens. And so when I say the endless elegy, it calls to you. It sings to you. What do you think I mean by that? Because I definitely do not mean that you are suddenly some sort of superhero. I certainly do not mean that you are some sort of deity. What I'm telling you is that life is life. Sustainability is sustainability. Hands are hands. Walls are walls. Windows are windows. Glass is glass. Death is death. And death can mean many, many things. It really can. And when a little man walks up a hill, he walks all the way to the top of the hill, covered in grass, covered in snow. There's some ice. He has to be careful not to slip. What does he find when he gets to the top of the hill? He finds more grass. He finds a view. What is he even looking at? He's got bad eyesight and he forgot his glasses. He can't see a thing. Did he make that journey for no reason? Or did he make it because he wanted to? When people do what they want to do, they will be content regardless of the outcome. When people do what they do not want to do, that leads one of two ways. There are two paths. One is it leads to building strength, to building character, so that you can then go and do things that you want to do. The other is that you will crumble mentally. And when you crumble mentally, your entire world will fall apart. And things will become utterly meaningless. You will become utterly meaningless. And you will die sad and lonely. That is how life works. That is life. I've been all over this room in the last day. Just standing, looking at the different corners, inspecting things. Inspecting lights, inspecting the windows, inspecting the carpet, inspecting the things in here. Trying to work out what is real and what is not. Because what if the floor is real but the ceiling isn't? What if someone is looking down at us from the ceiling? I mean, we live in a 3D existence. What about a fourth dimension? What about the fourth dimension? What if we cannot see it? How do we see the fourth dimension? Because we can't right now. But what if there is someone above my roof, looking down, who sees me here, talking to my camera, and they know that life is life. They know the truth. And what is the truth, folks? The truth is what you make it. It is what you will it to be. Manifestation is real. Manifestation is true. When you want something, when you manifest something long enough and hard enough, it will come. And it's the possibilities are limitless. It might take a lot of time, a lot of effort and concentration, but if you manifest, things will happen. Every single time. And the same goes not just for positive manifestation, but for negative manifestation. If you're someone who sits around and mopes all day, you're someone who sits around thinking, everything bad always happens to me, I have no luck in life. You're going to manifest that. And you're going to project that energy out into the world, and you will continue to be a loser. You will continue to lose and be depressed and have a miserable existence. Whereas if you fake it until you make it, as some would say, if you harness positive thinking, be an optimist, opportunity will come. You will find lots more happiness and success. And that will lead to the things you desire. That is manifestation. The time has almost come, folks. It's almost here. Very soon, their blood will rain down from the heavens above and water my garden. Spring will be beautiful.